You're listening to Catholic Chicago. Ahead, the Archdiocese of Chicago brings you programs about the people, events, and issues that touch our lives. Thanks for letting us be part of your morning. Now again, Catholic Chicago.
Good morning, and welcome to the Voice of Charity. Hello, everybody. I'm Phil Zepeda, here with my colleague, Katie Breedeman. Good morning, Katie.
Good morning, Phil.
And we are delighted to be with everyone this morning listening on WNDZ 750 AM, and all of those who are watching our live stream on YouTube and Facebook at Catholic Chicago, which is the account for the Archdiocese of Chicago. Today, we are thrilled to share with you that for the 15th year in a row, the iconic Gibsons restaurant group is generously stepping up again this winter to provide a fabulous meal to nearly 300 Catholic Charities clients. This special event is coming up this weekend, Sunday, January 29th, and really is just a wonderful sign of support and solidarity and tremendous genuine kindness and philanthropy from Gibsons.
Absolutely, Phil. We're so grateful to the Gibsons group, and here to talk about this magnanimous gesture toward our clients is Kevin Arnold, who is Director of Training and Development for the Gibsons Restaurant Group. Welcome, Kevin.
Hello, Kevin.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Good morning. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Great to have you with us. We are super excited, and not only to have you on the show, but of course this event coming up this weekend. So remind our audience about the impact of Gibson's world-renowned steakhouse restaurants and the impact that they've had in Chicago since 1989.
Well, yeah, absolutely. The Gibson's Restaurant Group, I've been with them for quite some time, my entire adult career, and their impact is far-reaching. We've talked to people, we come across people wherever in the world, and we run into people who know Gibson's. Gibson's is known in Chicago as an iconic steakhouse. We are known for our customer service, taking care of our customers at all times, doing whatever they want to do, whatever we can do for them, not saying no, and trying to make experiences for them that are heartfelt and they are warm and they're about family and really bringing people together and enjoying a good meal and really having a good time. So we make a connection with our customers, and that resonates with everybody through the Gibsons universe, basically. We have Gibsons, we have Hugo's, we have 3 Gibsons locations. We have Hugo's Frog Bar and Fish House downtown and out in Naperville, and then a bunch of other concepts that we have like Lux Bar Cortino, Gibson's Italia, the Boathouse down in Florida. So we've gone all over the place, and we're continuing to expand, and we'll be taking our generosity and our heartfelt service to other places.
You've even established in recent years the ability to ship steaks across the United States, haven't you, Kevin? I mean, that really shows the
that's very
nationwide
true.
awareness.
Yeah, you can go on to gibsonsteaks.com and order our awesome steaks, and our steaks are definitely unique. They're the best in Chicago. I can argue that with anybody, as well as outside of Chicago. And it's also, you can get also hamburgers on there. You can get the Gibson's seasoning salt, which I recommend to everybody. Get some for your house. It's amazing.
Absolutely. And you know, as Phil mentioned at the top of the show, we're just so tremendously grateful for the 15th year in a row of you extending yourselves in generosity to serve this meal to our clients. Can you tell our audience a little bit about the history of this wonderful event?
Yeah, I mean, it really kind of started off with us talking to the Lombardos, my wife and I. We really wanted to do something philanthropic, altruistic with Gibsons, and we've always talked about that. And they've always done things like, with Misericordia and other organizations, but we wanted to do something that was really special. We close down our restaurants every year on New Year's Day, so we wanted to utilize that for giving a great meal to somebody who maybe not had that opportunity. So we started reaching out to Catholic Charities, and we partnered up with them, and with Peg Lombardo and Steve Lombardo's relationship with them, really were able to capitalize on getting some people in. The first one was only about 100 people, and it was here down at Gibson's, and it was a learning lesson that it was great. It was a great event, but we learned from that, and we were able to expand over the years. We have gotten up to, I think, 500 people at one point in time. But we're scaling down a little bit this year because, obviously, we want to make sure everybody's safe. But it's still going to be a fantastic time. People getting bussed in. We take care of that and make sure that they are easy to get into the restaurant, easy to get out, and have an awesome meal.
That's so amazing. And it's really, not surprising at all that you, along with the Lombardos, are extending yourselves in this generous way. Phil, I know you've got additional details about the many ways that Peg and Steve Lombardo have been giving to Catholic Charities through the years.
Yeah, it's amazing of the philanthropy and the giving back that the Lombardos and Gibsons has done. A little bit more on the Lombardos. Steve and Peg Lombardo served as the chair couple for the St. Nicholas Ball, one of the largest fundraisers that Catholic Charities has, and that is happening in Chicago. They did that back in 2009. Peg Lombardo became a member of the board of advisors of Catholic Charities in 2010. She was a member of the board of directors, the executive committee of that board from 2010 to 2016. And Peg was honored as a distinguished board member in 2016. It continues. Peg and Steve were also on a committee that planned Catholic Charities' 100th anniversary mass and dinner back in 2017, which was a wonderful event, an acknowledgement of that century of service that the organization had. They continue to serve on the St. Nicholas Ball Committee, which is tremendous, and the need for support there. Their steadfast support of and dedication to Catholic Charities is truly remarkable. That it also manifests itself in this luncheon each year is just even more tremendous, with direct exposure and interaction with the clients, which makes it even more special. So I'm going to stop talking. Kevin, tell us a little bit more about what's going to be happening at this 15th annual Catholic Charities Luncheon with Gibsons on Sunday.
So we'll be doing it out in Oak Brook at the Gibsons at Oak Brook, and there's about 300 people will be busing in from. I think we have 10 different locations for affordable housing. They'll be bringing in a lot of people who've been there in the past, which is great. We'd like to see the familiar faces over and over again. Right. We have a lot of great sponsors that take care of us. We have Wells Lamont, who does our gloves. They donate gloves. We make these goodie bags for all of our people who come. Make sure they leave us something nice, so we get some gloves. We have some other great things that come from dental health kits from Delta Dental, as well as some other cold weather essentials that come from Leon Corral. And then we have a lot of great sponsors for the food too. Everybody wants to get in on this and really make sure everybody has an awesome time. So we have some great people like 3D Boys and Doughboys, Labriola is in on it, Greco, US Foods, Fortune, Purely Meats, Get Fresh, RFD, Northwest Meat. Everybody wants to get some, help us out to make sure that everybody has a fantastic time and give us awesome product to really serve and represent what Gibsons is all about.
It's so special because you're not only providing this amazing meal, but giving these gift packs for the clients to take back to their residences. And I also have to just reiterate that it's so extraordinarily kind of you to send buses to our senior apartment buildings to pick up the residents, bring them to the Oak Brook Gibsons for this amazing event, and then take them back to their residences. It's just incredibly kind and generous, Kevin.
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, it's Steve and Peg, they made it happen, and we make sure it happens every year in response to that. And, last couple of years we weren't able to do it live. We were able to do delivery and take, I think we did about 600 meals delivery in the last 2 years right out of here at Gibsons out of Rush. And we just had people volunteer to drive those to the different locations. And, people got to eat it in their own comfort of their home, made sure it was microwavable. So if they wanted, because we got big portions here, so we wanted to make sure that they could eat it twice, maybe have 2 meals out of that. And so we make sure that we take care of them and represent what Gibsons is all about, even though we weren't able to be in person, which was tough for us.
So, Dave, we're going to throw it to break in a moment, but we know that this luncheon is being done in memory of a colleague of yours. Can you tell us a little bit about Dave and introduce us to this event being done as a memorial in his honor?
Yeah, Dave Cassiopo, amazing guy. He was great. He was a bartender here for many, many years at Gibsons right here on Rush Street. And when we first talked about and started getting volunteers for this event, he came to us and said, hey, I have a personal story with this. I was raised up through the foster system with Catholic Charities, and they've made me who I am, and they've made such an impact on my life that I want to really make sure that I give back. And so he'd be the first volunteer every year, and then he would just bring friends and family, customers, and that's one of the amazing things about this volunteer experience for our people that work for us is it's not just employees, it's their family, it's their friends, and it's our locals come in and they serve other people, and it's just such a great family feel. And that's something that Dave loved about Gibsons, and he felt that those two things that Catholic Charities and Gibsons did so well is to really circle around family and take care of other people. So he wanted to really be a part of that.
Well, it's true the way that it comes out in this, not only in this event, but in the entire philanthropy approach of Gibsons, which, again, I've used this word before, but it is truly remarkable. We're going to throw it to break right now, when we'll have more with Kevin Arnold from Gibsons after this short break. You're watching The Voice of Charity on WNDZ AM and on Catholic Chicago. We'll be right back.
Catholic Charities invites you to First Look for Charity, an extraordinary black tie evening at McCormick Place on Friday, February 10th. Enjoy an elegant, private reception and be among the first to explore the latest in automotive innovation at the Chicago Auto Show. Your ticket also gives you the chance to win either a 2023 Honda CR-V or a 2023 Subaru Crosstrek. As you register, please select Catholic Charities so a portion of your ticket purchase benefits those we serve. Join us at First Look for Charity on Friday, February 10th. Visit CatholicCharities.net to get your tickets today.
Welcome back.
Es fabuloso verlos.
Dobrze jest znowu być razem.
It's good to be together again.
After so many months apart, pandemic capacity limits have been lifted, and we want to welcome everyone back to church. We can all pray together again. And listen as our choirs lift their voices in song.
We've been together in spirit.
And now, when you are ready, our doors are open wide.
Nuestras puertas están abiertas de par en par.
Nasze drzwi są otwarte.
And we're here to welcome you back to Catholic Mass.
Catholic Charities has had the privilege of helping people in need in Cook and Lake County for more than 100 years. We would like to take this opportunity to thank our frontline workers who, despite the unprecedented challenges of the past 2 years, continue to excel at their jobs every day. From the warehouse staff members who pack boxes of nutritious foods for low-income seniors, to the dedicated WIC employees who have remained open for families with children under the age of 5, to our volunteers and restaurant partners who ensure that meals are available for those experiencing hunger, to our service coordinators and our professional counselors who continue their vital work in innovative ways, to our food pantry staff, and to all those who work at Catholic Charities Call Center, finding solutions for every person who reaches out to us for help. Charity is at the heart of all you do, and we salute you. Welcome back to The Voice of Charity. I'm Katie Breedeman here in the studio today with Phil Zepeda, and also with us is Kevin Arnold, the Director of Training and Development for Gibsons Restaurant Group. Gibsons, for the 15th year in a row, is generously treating 300 of Catholic Charities clients to an elaborate festive luncheon this Sunday, January 29th, at their Oak Brook location. And so we're so thrilled to have this opportunity to thank you, Kevin, and everyone in the restaurant group, and just to hear more details about it. Can you tell us what's on the menu this year?
Yeah, well, we got some excellent Gibsons. We do our meatloaf every year, which we love because that's a staple here at Gibsons, and the great red wine gravy. And then we got some great chicken that we're doing, so a little bit of both, a little chicken, a little beef, so that they get a little variety there. Obviously, generous portions because we want to make sure to take some of it home with them. And then we got our garbage salad, which we do for start off with a little bit of shrimp for everybody, get a little shrimp cocktail. We like to go into having some, as far as the sides, our big mashed potatoes, which we're known for as well, and some gravy with that. And then we got some mixed vegetables that we're going to be serving. And then dessert, we do all little mini desserts. We got a little, like one of those the to-go boxes. We just make sure they get that and plenty of it in there so they can take it home as well. Because we love having people eat half of it there and then have the rest for later on in the day. So we try to pack it all in there and have a great time with that. But it'll be tasty for sure.
Sounds absolutely fabulous. Scrumptious. And we want to remind everyone in the audience that Gibsons continued this incredibly generous gesture through the pandemic. Can you explain in a little greater detail, Kevin, how you make that work?
Well, it was challenged because there was a lot going on, and we had to figure out as far as safety and health and really take that in consideration. So you want to make sure that especially during the beginning of it when no one knew what was going on, you really had to take a lot of consideration. So we had to limit the amount of staff we had and limit volunteers and touches that were happening. But we were driven to do it. We still wanted to take people these great meals and really make it a special day for them. So we continue to do that just by sheer will and a lot of coordination though to get the food to them and make sure that they were able to reheat it, like I said, and instructions and all that kind of stuff. But we had a lot of people that wanted to be involved in it still, so it was easier than I thought it was going to be.
and really behind all of this, Kevin, the kindness, the cordial way that you bring this meal about. This is all very similar to the mission of the Gibsons Restaurant Group, isn't it? It's just very much exemplary and reflective of your corporate philosophy, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we believe in hospitality, quality, value, and family, and I think it's all there when you think about it. As far as hospitality to us is making people feel warm and fuzzy and feel all the good feelings, and then making sure that they do that over and over again, which is why we love this event because, like I said, a lot of people come back, a lot of volunteers that don't get this opportunity, and also a lot of people who are the people we're serving that don't actually get an opportunity to have the Gibsons meal. I've had people come to me and talk about how they've when I go around talking to everybody, they've heard about Gibsons their entire life, but they haven't most of their life, and they haven't been able to experience it themselves. So this is a great opportunity for them, and we feel that that's something that we can bring together people with our philosophy of family and giving good quality and a great value. I mean, obviously, it's something that they're not having to pay for, but it's something they're going to remember, and we really want to create those memorable experiences for everybody, not just for people who can afford to come downtown and enjoy Gibsons, for people who can't and still have that opportunity to do so.
So, Kevin, it's pretty remarkable that the philanthropy and the kindness and generosity is shared during this meal. But there's more than that our audience needs to know about. It's this additional assistance that you're providing. Gibsons is paying for the buses to get the clients to the restaurant as well too. So it's a full service opportunity for Catholic Charities clients to engage in this. So Gibsons is covering the expense of the buses from the different residences for Catholic Charities and our other offices and locations for service to the Gibsons restaurant out in Oak Brook. Our live stream during this show has been sharing some of the photos with people watching online of previous years at this annual Gibsons event. And even in just looking at them from the studio here, you're just reminded of how happy everybody is to be treated to such a wonderful spirit of sharing a meal together. And they're just vibrant, wonderful pictures. I would love to hear from you, Kevin, personally on a story or two, maybe if you can share, of Catholic Charities clients or others that you've interacted with within Catholic Charities that you've met at the luncheon over the years who've just made that lasting impact on you. What's the story behind the pictures of the clients we've been showing?
Well, I think the ones that everybody I talk to, they all have a unique story. They're all coming from different things that happen in life. You see a lot of children in the photos that we had there, from homes that, that they had to, they were temporary housing or whatever it may have been. And there was challenging, because I didn't really expect that when we first actually started this. I didn't realize that was somebody that was one of the things that Catholic Charities did. And it really affected me, because it was the programs that you have for that, and the way that those kids came in, and they were happy, they had fun, and we were able to get toys donated for them, and coloring books and all sorts of things, so they could play around with that while they were there, but then also have a great meal. And then we'd make mac and cheese and chicken fingers and things for them specifically, and just to see their faces light up and love what was going on and have a great time. That's something that was really important to us, that brought me back every year. We don't have the children this year, but maybe in the future we will again. But it's something that that's always affected me. But then the veterans that I've talked to throughout those dinners, where they talk about, my dad told me about this place. I never got to go down there. Gibsons, it's fun, it's exciting, it's beautiful, and it feels luxurious. And it's just something that they can look forward to every year. Like I said, a lot of people come back and they do it over and over again, every year, and it's something that they do look forward to. So we try to make sure that more and more every year, I know these people, I know what they're, I've talked to them before, and so it's more familiarity, and that's what Gibsons is. It's about bringing people back again and again, not just once, but making sure they feel like they're part of something.
And as you said earlier, Kevin, it's not just about that day. They go back to their residences, and you can bet that they talk about this unbelievable event for months to come. And so we at Catholic Charities are so grateful that you understand how meaningful this is to them, and how long-lasting your generosity is appreciated by them and by Catholic Charities throughout each year. I'm just wondering, before we run out of time here, if you can kind of give us a little bit more perspective on how things are at the Gibsons Restaurant Group post-pandemic. I think it's been such a time of transition for all companies to get back in the groove of things post-pandemic. How are you seeing things from the restaurant perspective?
It's been very busy, very busy. We had a good year, as far as people coming back, people wanting to get back out, getting eating, having a good time, enjoying each other's company. Then we're here to provide that. That's what we've always been about, obviously. We're really busy at all of our restaurants, private dining events, everything we have available for everybody, and people are enjoying themselves out again, and we're really happy to see that, obviously. But it's just nice to see smiles and talking to people and having fun, and it makes it a lot easier for everybody in life to have an ability to go out and have a great meal, and we're so happy to provide that for people. So it's just great getting back in the swing of things that we used to do pre-pandemic, but still making sure everybody's taken care of, comfortable, and safe.
As Director of Training and Development, are you able to go back full scale into planning a full calendar of events, indoor and outdoor? You've got that lovely, patio right outside, at least the Rush Street restaurant as well. Are you able to do a full scale of calendar events now to celebrate that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're open all the time. We're doing everything we can and trying to get back to get everybody involved, and hopefully doing more philanthropic things for the company. With trying to make sure that we're getting more outreach to everybody and being part of the community, because I think if anything over the last 3 years, community is so important, and we want to help to foster that and build that, and really not just here, but throughout all the communities that we work in, to try to make it so that everybody feels involved, welcome, and they can come into the restaurants, or, we can take care of them outside of it too.
So Kevin, recognizing it, again, that it takes a village to pull something like this together, both inside Gibsons Restaurant Group and with your partners. Just again, to give a shout out to your partners here and the sponsors that are helping Gibsons with this. The list includes 3D Baking, Doughboys, Greco, Fortune Fish, Purely Meats, Get Fresh, RFD, Northwest Meat Company, U.S. Foods, and Coca-Cola. And these goodie bags, which are also very much look forward to. Goodie bag supplies donated from Leon Carell, Delta Dental, Wells Lamont Retail, and Done Deal Productions. Anybody I missed?
No, I think that's it. All I want to say is the volunteers, the people that come in definitely want to give a shout out to them because they make it happen. A lot of these people don't have a lot of restaurant experience, but they are relatives or friends of the restaurants, or they spend a lot of time in our restaurants. So they learn that, and it's great for them to see what we do and on a daily basis and be able to participate in that. And it's hard work, but they have a great time. And I just always want to give a shout out to the volunteers too.
Don't a lot of your staff members come into for this event on their day off too, Kevin?
Yeah, typically it's staff and their family, like kids coming in to help with the goodie bags and help serve food. And that's what everybody loves the most. Everybody loves seeing the kids walking around bringing you a Coke. It's just a lot of fun.
So go ahead.
I was just going to say, can I ask what your favorite moment of the day is? Probably you're happy when it's all concluded and it's all gone well. But are there other favorite moments during the day that you remember through the years?
I always like when Steve or Peg or somebody says a few words, talks about that. John Coletti is one of our guys here on Rush Street. I've John Coletti's been with the company for 30 plus years, and he is always good to have there talking and just greeting everybody. I like when everybody comes in. It's complete chaos and it's fun because you have all these people coming in at once. But it's the best part is to see everybody smiling, having a good time serving people, and the people who are having a good time eating. I mean, that to me, it's just the smiles.
So, Kevin, the Gibson story of extraordinary generosity at Catholic Charities inspires us and so many other people. We're so delighted to have had you on the show today. Our sincere thanks to you, to Peg and Steve Lombardo, to Liz Lombardo-Stark, who's been helping me on some publicity for this event as well, too. John Coletti, as you mentioned, is a big friend to Catholic Charities, and all the Gibsons employees who have served and are going to serve at this 15th annual Gibsons Luncheon for Catholic Charities coming up this Sunday, January 29th. We're deeply grateful for this partnership. We don't take it for granted, and for us and on behalf of the people that we serve. So thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
I also join with Phil in thanking you, Kevin, for being with us today. We want to invite everyone in our audience to visit GibsonsSteakhouse.com to learn more about their mission of hospitality and make your reservations today at one of their 12 great establishments. Thank you so much, Kevin, and best of luck at this event this Sunday and all through the new year.
Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day. Take care.
Thank you so much. We also just want to quickly invite everyone to check CatholicCharities.net. We've got two great events coming up in early February, Divine Affair, February the 5th, and First Look for Charity, February the 10th. So please visit CatholicCharities.net and learn more about those and how you can purchase your tickets today. And we invite all of you back again next week for another edition of The Voice of Charity. For now, this is Katie Breedeman with Phil Zapata, and we thank you so much for tuning in and believing in the mission of Catholic Charities.
Join us every Monday through Friday at this time for Catholic Chicago. You can stream our programs live or listen to past programs by visiting our website, archchicago.org, and clicking on Radio TV. And please connect with Catholic Chicago on social media.